What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Nova Senpai, and I am back today playing a game called Momotype. It is a horror game about having a Tamagotchi, and oh my god, what did I do? Alright, so yeah, it's a horror game about owning a Tamagotchi, those little pets that you had at the beginning. Alright, start, I guess. Start. Your neighborhood, New Ribson City. The chains of DNA spin on your screen and make a web of helices, until the logo of Imitato Corp appears in the white font. The ad has begun. They were all the rage in the 2100s. You knew them as your monotypes, your digital pocket friend. You'd feed them, play games with them, and watch them grow. Mom and Dad liked them because there was no cleanup. You liked them because they seemed real. With the advent of the digital age, we at Imitato Corp have noticed society changing. Birth rates in this country have hit an all-time low, not seen since the plague. Soon, our workforce will be depleted and unemployed. Once this occurs, industries will fail. Wow, that's depressing. As you all know, this is an existential threat, not only to ourselves, but importantly, our GDP. Monotypes, our digital pocket pets, have supported this decline. We want people to have kids. This, unfortunately, cannot be accomplished through digital software. It can, however, be accomplished through our new product. Today, we're excited to announce the shipment of our new line of monotypes. The real monotype. The digital enters the physical. Cuddle them like real pets. Play with them like real pets. Watch them grow and change. Know the joys of parenthood. Order now at no cost. Supplies limited. Place an order? Let's do it. Your order is coming sooner than expected. The Postal Service is experiencing all monotype orders. Expediting. When you head to work the next day, you find out that this is a government-sponsored program. Your manager corrals your team into a huddle. Yep, your order has been canceled. We'll provide work-issued ones. He explains that everyone will be receiving a monotype. As a partnership formed between Imitato Corp and employee asked, "You're right on the money, Christine," your manager says. "We have to get this country moving, and corporate wants to be that vehicle of change," he says, shaking his fist in the air. "Your hours will be unpaid, but a week will pass like nothing. Pizza parties on Friday." Wait, what do you mean my hours will be unpaid? This is bullshit. Your home, New Ribbon City. What the? A dust storm. Lead in the air. You are in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You cannot find any. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Supplies limited. You're awake. Remnants of a dream pass and fade into static. You're back to your show. You're going to watch television until you hear noise outside your door. Someone has left something on your porch. It's for you. When you open your door, there it is. A small creature laying in a basket. It's sleeping soundly. Turn it over. The monotype you ordered has arrived. It is soft skin. Its ears are pointed. They feel like beanbags upon further inspection. It's a monotype, but its physical form, as per the ad. You want to assume it's a plushie. To your surprise, however, the monotype is warm, and terms of your purchase have not been released. Keep it? No, leave it outside. Yes. You take the creature inside. Monotypes live for approximately 7 days. A note has been packed inside the basket. Take care of them, and they will grow. Monotypes love humans, so give them some love back. It's essential for their well-being. The note ends. There is nothing else by way of instruction. You decide it's time for bed. A collection of particles circle around. They are diluted with a heavy substance. Though you can't tell what, in your dream, your particles attempt to create form, and in doing so, assemble into a storm. Inside the storm, there is no one and nothing, except small spaces where it's immeasurably dark. Your vision recedes. You look from a bird's eye view into the storm, hoping to get a better look. As soon as you think you spot a person, the particles scatter. You repeat this process until finally you realize you're completely alone. The dream ends. Okay. You hear shuffling by your bed. You wake up to see what is moving. The monotype is by your feet. Hello, parent. Momo will stay with you for the rest of your life. Do you love Momo? Momo already knows the answer. I barely know you. Take it slow. No. Yeah. I love Momo. Momo has received this well. Your answer was never in question. After all, he's cute. A moment passes. Momo's stomach begins grumbling. Now that you think about it, how does Momo manage to eat? Or speak for that matter? Head to the hallway. Momo thinks you have good taste in interior design. Very postmodern. By the way, what does postmodern mean? Momo saw it off of the book of your shelf. Truthfully, you don't know. Momo is now humming the Amato Corp jingle. Is Momo herbivorous, a carnivore? You don't know yet, but he seems to like pancakes. He's now full of energy. Play with Momo. Momo flies into the air, and they're surprisingly heavy. Keep going, parent. After 30 minutes of using Momo like an exercise ball, you're tired. You drop him on the floor, and while he lays there absently, you take a moment to catch your breath. This results in some confusion. Momo senses fidgety. Parent, Momo still wants to play. Continue. You receive chucking Momo into the air. At some point, his head, body, smashes into the ceiling. And to your surprise, he is unaffected. They request that you keep going. This process is repeated until your arms give out. Thank you, parent. Could you cook pancakes tomorrow? Momo asked, then hops off. You laying crumbled on the floor. Upstairs, you can hear small thuds in the hallway. They eventually lead to your bedroom. Soon enough, the noise stops. Momo looks like a plush doll. He lays like a pile of goo. You've decided to pet him, but to your surprise, his body is taut. Underneath is a muscle-bound creature. Go to bed. In the theater of Momo's mind, there is nothing. The only thing that can be made out is the appearance of a person. Momo is dreaming about someone, and it's most likely you. You're back in the desert, still in bird's eye view. The particles have ceased to move. You know that you've been waiting for a long time, longer than you've waited in real life. You want something to happen. You know this is a dream, but the particles, your buoyed vision, the endless wait, years could pass without contradiction. For now, this is everything. As you've been waiting, the particles have started moving. They scatter like dust above you, even higher than where you currently are. It starts raining in an immeasurable degree. You ascend. You are now in the clouds. The rain is below you. You are looking down from an even higher position. Finally, and without your own observation, the particles begin assembling. They seem to form something definitive. You don't notice that the figure below you until you see a hand waving. Okay, it's a new day. Head to the hallway. Momo heard that this country's GDP is on the fritz. Soon, nobody will be making babies anymore. Banks will go under, food will be short, mass suicides all around. Will Momo be there for it? No, Momo has a bunker out in Southwest Rebo City. Very safe, well stocked. How does Momo know so much about the world? Intuition. Does Momo know where a bunker is? No, and he does not like revealing such details. Parent, can Momo ask you a question? What is GDP? Momo pauses. Momo does not know what a bunker is, to tell you the truth. Is it a type of pancake? Head to the kitchen. Momo has not yet decided what to eat. You want him to try new foods. What should you give him? You want him to try new foods. What to give him? A cigarette. Artichoke steak. This was made from a cow? Where do they live? Wouldn't you explain that they live in a mass industrialized farm? Momo stares at his plate. Is it okay to eat cows? The actual answer is probably not, but humans do so anyways. That does not make sense, parent. Momo responds. He eats the steak anyways. It makes no sense. Life with Momo is relatively simple. They are a crude mix between a child and a virtual pet. Concerning this, you don't have any particular feelings. However, this does make it difficult when asked questions concerning Momo's identity. Is Momo human? He asks. I have no idea. Honestly. Yeah, we'll go with yes. You are human, Momo, as human as ever one could be. Momo considers this for a moment. They're hopping around the room in thought. Where did Momo come from? Where's the source? A magical stork. Whoa, Momo looks to the ceiling in a vague wonder. Someday I will meet this stork and thank him. Today, you decided to show Momo the world through your television, a reflection of the real world. You place Momo onto the couch where they can browse a selection of different shows. Momo does not know what the television is, however, you turn on your cable box. Which program should you tune into? Planet Hippo, Dragon Sphere, a new sheriff in town. I'm gonna go with Dragon Sphere. Sounds cool. You'll pay for this, Friesma. On my life, I swear to destroy you. This ends now. A man with rippling muscles stands on the screen. He looks like he's squatting, like he's using the toilet. In actuality, he's powering up. Is he watching Dragon Ball? Oh, Dragon Sphere. Dragon Sphere, Dragon Ball. Oh, okay. Super angry. That's the stuff of legends. Artichoke, of all people, blast it all. Yells Vegeta to no one in particular. Artichoke, the other man yelling, has been in one position for the past 15 minutes. Rocks levitate, thunderstorms form, and lava erupts from the ground. In the meantime, Friesma, who is awestruck, stares at his rippling muscles. This continues for another 20 minutes. And this time, Artichoke and Friesma only manage to grunt at each other. At the 40th minute mark, Artichoke finally releases his energy and his hair turns blonde. His muscles are bigger now. Friesma, from what you can tell, is in awe of his bulging chest. There's silence and Artichoke breaks it by speaking. He says but one thing. Now I'm really angry. Friesma blushes. The episode ends. Oh man, we're gonna go Planet Hippo. Look at the size of this one, mate. A man with an accent is pointing to a hippo. What a pretty little lady we've got here. Along with his camera crew, the presenter is hiding in a bush. Wears a pair of binoculars and khaki shorts. Oh, he bet this on a couple hundred. Oh, but she's right gorgeous. He licks his lips. The presenter then exits to the shade of the bush and runs to the slanty bank where the hippo lies. Come here, Bertha, you sly gal. Feels weird saying it in a normal voice, but if I do that terrible Australian accent, like... He enters the water, lifting his legs as fast as he can go. The mother hippo stares the man down, nostrils above the water. Why does he run? Momo asks. For footage of the hippo, you respond. Momo takes a moment. What does he want to do with the hippo? The man on the screen grabs the hippo and successfully is flung into the air. He is then pulled down under. He does not resurface. Between the two of you, there's a long pause. Finally, you speak up. Yeah, I don't really like him either. You decide to change the channel. Program should you turn into? New sheriff in town. I ain't having a swig of this. Mustachioed man fitted with a cowboy hat spits in the ground. Tastes like my mother's burnt boot. The bartender hides his frustration. Just give me that whiskey. Suddenly, the door opens. From the sunlight emerges a shadowed figure. Looks to be a man in his early 40s, tan, and with multiple scars. Sheriff Budley, snake in a bush, sins incarnate. His hand waves in a grand gesture. How many holes could I press into a suit of yours before you bleed? The tan man pulls out his revolver, and Lord did he know, despite all my gullets and sorrows, iron cuts deep. You will know what it means. Bottle to the right, yeah, there. Sheriff Dudley flicks his wrist to the whiskey bottle in the corner. The bartender does not move. We'll get a move on. Well, nothing happens. Sheriff Dudley slaps his finger on the table. Dudley, the tan man says, the devil welcomes a new man into his hearth. You will pay for your crimes against me. Dudley stares down, then sucks his teeth. The tan man cocks his gun. Well, dog, the sheriff does not move. Gonna get up, or you a cock with no ball. Ooh. The whistle of a bullet is preceded by a hole appearing in the tan man's head. The words do not exit his mouth, and his face drops with the expression. He falls to the floor. Language there, partner. Sheriff Dudley turns to the bartender, a grimace on his face. How many times I gotta ask? After watching TV, you decide it's time for bed. Momo hobbles up to the stairs. You cook something for yourself, then call it a night. Momo sleeps soundly. He's a Super Saiyan. In the theater of Momo's minds, there are artichoke. For Momo, their vision has collapsed on this image. It is all they are currently dreaming of. In your dream, the particles have formed a shadow. From your height, you believe the shadow to be your own. It is overcast. There is no available light. A question arises and presents a contradiction. How can shadows exist if there is no light? You already know why. It is sent to the earth, the shadow mimics your movement and then rises up. It is not a shadow, it is a face-to-face. It is face-to-face with you now. When you move your right arm, it moves its right arm. When you move your left, it does the same. This dark formation mimics your every move. You find it unnerving. You decide to dig into the earth. You want to hide until it goes away. As you descend, the shadow rises into the air and becomes an object projecting. It is your figure onto the earth. You realize that you are the shadow, and the dark formation, by contrast, has become you. You have switched positions. You feel a tinge of regret. Alright. Momo has woken up excited. Could we try something new? He asks. Momo has hair of artichoke. This is it's the lost item of your cosplay days. Regretfully, you still kept it. Prepare to be vanquished, Friesma. Momo looks at you vengefully. His hair is a bright yellow, and his limbs non-existent. I'll play along. Play along. How dare you try to cross the great Emperor Friesma on this march of conquest? Prepare to be annihilated, worm. You charge at Momo. After numerous energy waves and manly screams, both of you are beat. It is the dream. The shadow stays in the air and you stay in the ground. A white sphere has opened up from the storm. It looks upon both of you. Would you like to get out, friend? To this, you can't respond as you do not have a mouth. You do not have arms either. You, in the air. Would you like to get out? The shadow, still floating in the air, does not give a response. In this entropic storm, it would be hard to make out the sphere's words, however, are clear. Light comes from the sphere. It has a dark center. A moment of clarity arrives and you realize that the sphere is the sun. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. Congratulations, Momo has evolved. They have grown crab arms. Why does everything evolve into crabs? Momo has been staring in the mirror since morning. They have not left. Why have I grown hands? They shuffled in the mirror. Why do I look like this? They turn around in the mirror. Why does my face look like this? I shouldn't look like a crab. Why is this happening? Where are my hands? Where are my fingers? What happened, parent? You'll pay for this, boo. Artichoke. Oh, are we on the next arc? Oh, okay. Artichoke is on the screen, yelling, as he usually does. It takes Momo's mind off his recent transformation. You decided to play some television for him. That pink freak needs to learn his lesson, Vegeta says. He turns away from Artichoke and gives a humph before raising his arms into the air. He's lending his energy. I've never told you this before, Artichoke, but you have bigger muscles than me. TV cuts off and an ad is playing. A friend tomorrow is a friend for life. Order a monotype today. The digital meets the physical, the most real, organic creation of Imito Corp, almost like a human child. Momo has been staring at the screen. They have not moved. Whether by intention or not, you realize your mistake before it's too late. Supplies are limited. Get your very own friend today. Genetically bred to love humans, like a real child. Shot cuts into an early similar image of monotype. Isn't that right, Momo? Come by the bunker, Momo. You'll be safe. The TV ad ends and the previous program continues. You want to go to bed, Momo? You ask meekly. There is no response, and Momo does not want to give you the courtesy of one. Or at least, that's what seems to be the case. Bed? You ask another time. When no response comes, you inevitably head back to your room. Momo knows where to go, you think. In the theater of Momo's mind, he is seeing his brothers and sisters. The sky is bright in your dream. A cold chill has found itself in the air, and whatever you are, you feel it. Would you like to get out? The sun asks. You're not in the earth anymore. You're standing upright, face to face with the shadow they've descended. Would you like to get out? The sun asks once more. The shadow then speaks. Yes, I would like to get out. You're puzzled, and when you move your hand, the shadow moves his. When you move, he mirrors you. Was this shadow yourself since the beginning? No, you think. Before you can realize the shadow's true nature, they have already moved into the far recesses of this other place. They have moved on, and yet you are still there. In the far corners of your dream, particles have been collecting together. Very interesting, because I have no idea what's going on in the dream. Momo is not in bed. You cannot find him. He's not in the hallway. Find Momo in front of the mirror. He's staring at himself. I thought you were a parent. If not parent, then a human who loved me. You are neither. This is fake. Will I grow up, parent? Or am I just a pet to be discarded after serving my purpose? I will never grow up, parent, will I? You can hear pain in Momo's voice. Did you think this was alright? He asked. Give me such a cruel life? You're about to speak, but you're cut off. I'm nothing, a pale imitation, a freak, a process of ideas. This is not funny, Momo looks to you. Everything I will or ever be centered around you. You are my one love, parent. I am, after all, your child. Momo's mind is ablaze. They are staring into you. You're the most beautiful thing I have ever seen, and to make it even worse, you're entirely real. And I can never come close to you. I'm not even real. Momo inhales. Please no, he pauses. This is like really kind of sad. I love you so much it hurts my insides. I want you to tear out everything in me so I can be at your side. I want to love you forever. I've never told you this, parent. Is it even possible? Momo gives his final words. No, it isn't. I only know one thing. You are not human. You are Friesma. Tan Man, the Hippo Man, evil. Less than human, nothing. Momo hops away. His body jiggles with each step. Momo is nowhere to be found for the rest of the day. You head to your bed, unable to fall asleep. You are anxious for the new day. In Momo's dream, they are a crab. With the absence of your shadow, the sun has since disappeared. Time has continued to pass. It was a trick of the mind, you hear someone say. Who knows what we'll find in the storm? I'm already you, friend. You're already me, the voice continues. From the horizon, there appeared the sun once more. I'm already you, but it gets even brighter now. You're already me. Standing in the bleached center of this desert, you are a lone body. It is you. You look behind to see your shadow being cast by the sun. It has returned, and not by their own choice. Do you want to get out? The voice ends. Your shadow stays beside you. It will not move by itself anymore. Wake up, parent. Oh my god. What is Momo anyways? A pancake? A bunker? Is Momo an idea? Momo's body is taut. In the depths of their eyes, you see a tunnel. Will you love me? Momo asks. Run. You run to the hallway. It is empty. The light from the street reflects onto the space. Though you cannot see well, you can make out what is behind you. I don't actually love you? Huh? What's that? You don't love me? Why don't you love me? I'm everything you could ever ask for, and more. I'm made for you, developed for you. What more do you need? The creature looks at you from a towering height. I wish I had no eyes so I could never see you. I love you so much. Does it just continue? You've entered the living room. The creature is chased after you. If only I was born in a different body. I'm an abomination, a deviant. You are everything I have ever wished to be. Please love me. I read the tag in my basket. I only live for 7 days, right? Is this true, parent? But I don't want to die. Oh my god. You make me vomit. No human could be this cruel. To raise me as this plaything. I reject it. So I'm destined to love you? I love myself. I am human. You are the creature. A disgusting parasite, a worm. Do you like being stomped, you worm? I know you like... Whoa. This time, it won't be a fake. Run to the kitchen. Momo reaches for your neck. Oh, you know that I still love you? How could I not? You're blacking out. Was I designed to love you, parent? Even so, does it matter? This is the most real thing to me. Please answer me. Parent? 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 A dust storm. Lead in the air. You are in a desert-like area. There is nothing around you besides the sound of your thoughts. You do not find anyone. It is very lonely. You decide to craft a mirror. It is made out of particles circling in the air. In the mirror, you see your reflection. Your swarthy figure walks out of the mirror. Borders between the glass and the desert have vanished. Your reflection is now in front of you, and you are both standing together. Your clone stares at you, puzzled. You cannot tell if they are conscious. Are they even alive? Unbeknownst to you, however, the clone is having the same thoughts. And the vast terrain that separates you is not one of the physical distance. It is something more tragic. You both realize that you will never experience anything other than yourselves. You realize that you are your own world, and nothing more. The shadow vanishes. The desert, despite all your attempts, is empty. Parent, you're conscious. I can't see anything. There's nothing in front of me. Where am I, parent? There's a long pause. You cannot say a word as your throat's been crushed. All around you, there's darkness. The lights from the street illuminate everything into vague shapes, but nothing you can truly make out. You hear the sound of your heart beating, and in the dark room, the air sits heavily. I can't see myself, parent. I can't. You're here, aren't you, parent? Do you think we could still be together? Momo's large body approaches you. They are warm, the temperature is tepid, and Momo has relaxed. You've detected a shift. Momo has turned to you. You've treated me like your son, parent. Upon further review, this is more than I could ever ask for. Your vision is receding. Maybe I can become human. Maybe we can be together, joined at the hip. As a unity, not father and son, but something different. Particles, lead in the air. In Momo's eyes, you begin to see a tunnel. What will it be like? I'm sure we'll be okay, as long as I can be with you. Momo has begun to open their mouth. Light enters the room from the outside. It's coming from the street lamp, or is it coming from Momo? I wonder if I can truly become human. In Momo's mouth, you see a collection of particles. They are indivisible and numerous. There are too many to count. The universe has expanded and collapsed on a single point. Momo gets closer. The tunnel sucks you in. When you enter, it's neither painful nor painless. It's warm. By the time you reach the center, you begin to understand that Momo meant. You feel the particles align in an order which makes sense. Entropy has vanished. You are the same as Momo, and Momo is the same as you. There are no shadows, and finally, there is no light. For once, you do not feel alone. You will never feel alone. The end. Okay. So, okay, interesting. That was the game. So, it wasn't bad. It was weird, scary. It was supposed to be a horror game. So I liked it. It was good. It's good. It's fun. There apparently are multiple endings to the game, so I'm probably not going to play them. I'm going to leave them up for you guys to play for yourselves. So yeah, if you want to play the game for yourself, the link is down below in the description box. Yeah, so yeah, if you like the video, leave a like. If you're new, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.